think that's one of the biggest challenges that our female presidential candidates have.
And sometimes that comes across in interviews in certain ways in public, but just overall on the campaign trail, she conveyed a certain inauthenticity. People say, that's a complicated word, but it's kind of a theme. I think it's become a theme in our politics with the advent of media and communication as being so central to the presidential and campaigning project.
Yeah, and I think this is relevant in terms of how we're thinking about politics and media. I think that's one of the biggest challenges that our female presidential candidates have. I think for Hillary, she didn't really have an option. As a woman in politics during that period, you weren't taken seriously unless you were serious. And so by the time she came around to running for president, that wasn't working for her. But I felt really badly because that was her training. I think it was almost impossible for her to break out of that.
Right.
And Kamala being younger than her, different training, but I think faced same challenges.
Yeah, and I think women face this dilemma where, if you're too feminine seeming, then you get knocked for not being, serious enough and up for the job and presidential enough. And if you downplay that too much, then you sort of get knocked for being kind of like masculine and mannish. And like I do think women face, as far as we've come as a society, in sexism and so on, we still maintain that kind of double standard a lot.